to hold an audience is hard. And to grip the soul of an audience for close to 9 minutes, in my experience, frankly, doesn't happen very often. But I felt that Sharon achieved that today. Not just was it impassioned, not only was it raw, I felt it was courageous. And that's what struck me most about the speech. And for that, it's not about a commendation. I think, to be honest, I can only use the word I salute. I salute Sharon for having the courage to put together and deliver a speech which clearly affected her, or an experience which affected her so deeply, and for taking the risk, the emotional risk, of sharing that with us. And I'm sure I'm not the only person in the room who found themselves completely absorbed with the emotion, the importance of what she was saying today. A remarkable achievement, I feel. As speakers, we tread a tightrope, a razor's edge, you might say, when it comes to dealing with emotional topics, between, on the one hand, the emotion that we want for the benefit of the audience to help get the message across, while at the same time juggling that, or striking the balance with the emotion that we ourselves feel as speakers, because we want it in the end to be for the audience more than for ourselves, of course. I sensed at times that Sharon, understandably, was teetering. And I felt that there were just times where the connection was just affected as a result of that. And that's my first recommendation. And I'm mindful of some comments that Jock Elliott has made during the course of this conference about the importance of balance between the, yes, taking people to a very difficult place, but also at the same time giving people some lift. The question is, because I doubt I'm the first person to make this observation today, the question is how to do it. For me, I felt that there's an opportunity for Sharon to inject some joy. There was warmth and humour at the start with the party and the shoe chick. We had it early on. I wonder if there's an opportunity to get a splash of joy in towards the end. And how to do that? Well, I wonder, perhaps Sharon might think about the perspective of those who died. How would they be feeling about the colour in our lives? Because it's here plain to see, right? Not just in our shoes, but in what we wear as gentlemen, perhaps the tie, or in the warmth of our laughter, or the warmth of our hospitality. Maybe there's an opportunity there to give some lift, the smiles, the celebration that's happening, to give us some joy at the end, the lift, the feeling good about all the colour in our lives. So that's one thought. A second thought, in order to do that, perhaps just to broaden the metaphor, just to make it a little bit more explicit, that it's not just about the red shoes, so that you universalize, if you like, the femininity of the red high-heeled shoes. I, for one, have not been complimented on red high-heeled shoes yet. But there's an opportunity to do that. But goodness me, was that a powerful metaphor. I loved it. I loved the emotion. I loved the use of the slides, which I did feel added to the presentation. And I also felt, one thing I particularly liked that affected me was the callback. Do you remember? They were shoe chicks too. I loved that. In summary, I thought it was a tremendously courageous speech. There are some things to think about in terms of use of colour and in terms of a splash of joy in the speech. But do you know what the best part was? I completely lost track of the red light while Sharon was speaking. I was too busy focused on the colour on stage. Madam Contest Chair.